Hello everybody and welcome to today's Destiny video. So today we're going to be talking about infinity chests. Now if you don't know what an infinity chest is, it's when a chest spawns in a specific location right next to an edge of an area in patrol mode. So the area we're in right now is Rocket Yard, and the area we're going to be travelling to is King's Watch, which is right next to it. So this is actually where it starts, right here. If you would collect the loot here and then run straight to the right, and then if we run up the stairs here, this is literally really perfect timing. So you jump up here and then go all the way to the top. And all the way to the top is actually a different area. Now obviously you can't actually get into this area, but you can get enough into the area for it to count as a new area. And then when you come back in, the chest will be acting like you never opened it. This only works if you're quick enough for it, so you have to be really quick about it. The best option is to be a hunter, blade dancer with top agility with a minor multi-tool. That is the best way to do this. Every class has the agility to pull this off. You don't really have... Agility doesn't really come into it. It's just nicer to get it quicker. You can get more out of it if you're quicker. But that's the same with anything really. Anything which is farming related. So, this method has been around for a long time. This is nothing new. I used to do this right at the start of the game. I think even I did it in the beta, but I'm not sure. But really the purpose of this is to get more materials way faster. Spin metal isn't the only thing you can get during doing this. You can get other things like Spirit Bloom and Relic Eye and other things, depending on which planet you're on. Now, each one varies with different locations and different times to get to the different barriers, the borders in between the areas. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of this method, because obviously with everything which is good, there is something which is too good to be true, and this is one of those things where it is a little bit too good to be true. You can farm this really effectively and get away with it for ages. I know I did this for about half an hour and then got cut off by a player joining. So let's start with a couple of pros. So first of all, there's lots of materials. You can get a hell of a lot of materials. Half an hour from doing this, I got 120. Now, if you remember back to my actual spin metal farming video, I got 179 in an hour. So already nearing on my hour mark on just a normal run of Rocket Yard. So the second one is it's really quick. As you can see here, I'm getting chests over and over and over again really, really fast, which is really good. It feels good to do it really fast. It's less effort, obviously. You don't have to be running around. You don't have to worry about enemies running into you. So that's good as well. And they're really, really easy to find. As long as you're next to a border and there's any kind of material, it doesn't even have to be a chest. It can be just some relic iron on the floor just to pick up. That will work just fine. So that's all the pros really. Now, there's not many pros, but they're all really good pros. This is easily more efficient than any other farming method for spin metal. But sometimes they can despawn. Now, sometimes it can vary. Sometimes it can be because you weren't quick enough. Sometimes it can be for other reasons. But either way, they can just randomly despawn sometimes without any reason, which really does suck when you're really into it, listening to music, just going for it. The second one is players can ruin it. So if anybody joins, let's just say right now, if anybody came into the Rocket Yard right now, then it would ruin my run. It would completely halt it. I would get the last spirit spin metal and I would run into the next area, and then I'll run back to find the chest is gone, which really... When you're doing this solely for the purpose of getting an infinity chest, then you've fucked it right there. Well, they have fucked it right there. Also, it really hurts your thumb after a while. I noticed even after about 15 minutes, my thumb started really hurting. Although I do suffer from slight arthritis in my thumbs just from playing so many video games. Also, it becomes really tedious. Now, that's one of the plus sides about a normal farming method. You've got a bit of change of scenery. Doing this over and over and over again for the same amount of time as a normal run really, really gets boresome, and it's just really crap after a while, to be honest. So an alternative method is literally just to do the normal like farming route. Just do the normal farming route, and just if you come across an infinity chest, do it until you get bored, or just before you get bored, just before your thumb gets hurting, and then, or if it despawns randomly, just carry on with your run. Don't go out of your way to find an infinity chest. I don't know about other people, actually. Admittedly, I'm one of the only people I actually know who actually enjoys doing farming routes, except for the moon. Also, as you saw just there, I just got a legendary engram, which was pretty cool. I actually didn't know you could get legendary engrams from chests, and that was the first time I've ever got one. And I think it was a primary as well. So, that is it for this video, guys. If you found this helpful at all, this was just a tips video, really. This is just one of the chests you can get on Earth, which is an infinity chest. But you can find them really easily if you just look hard enough. But that is it for me. If you like the video, please subscribe, comment on it, share it with your mates, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, Guardians.